Welcome to the Awakening to Abundance podcast. I'm your host, Athena. This podcast is more than a podcast, it's a transformative journey designed to help you awaken to your abundance. For you to discover what living the fullness of life means to you. As always, we're jumping right in with today's episode. Hello, we are live here in your Facebook group. And before I get into what I want to talk about today, I want to highly encourage you to take advantage of this group by posting any questions that you have, putting out any wins in your manifestation process and journey, really making this your community because it is your community. And I am here with you every week to answer your questions. And of course, if you are joining me live and you have questions, I would love for you to put them in the comments and I can read them and I can answer them in real time. I love to riff about whatever's on my mind during the day, but I also love serving you and helping you manifest a life that you love in any way that you want. I'm getting a notification that I have slow connection, so give me a minute here. Works better now. I'm getting a notification that it's restoring. Okay, you gotta love technical difficulties. Anyway, today we are going to talk about manifesting money. And so I want to just go back to what is money. Money is this tool that our world essentially has agreed upon to run by, meaning that much what we do often revolves around some sort of energetic exchange with the tool of money. And that's all it is. All it is an energy. And yeah, we have coins, we have paper money, we have Apple Pay, we have bank transactions and transmissions and Dell and all of that. All these tools that help us essentially be in the flow, be in the interactions with money between one another. But that's all it is. Just like everything else is energy, money is also energy. And so you get to describe, to be intentional, to have the relationship with this energy that you want to have. Just like you get to have a relationship with any other energy, whether it be health, whether it be love, whether it be friendships, whatever it is, you get to show up, you get to decide what you believe about this energy, about money, how you interact with it, how you vibe with it, how you utilize it, how you spend it, how it comes in. You get to define all of that for you. And oftentimes we can get stuck because we were raised in a certain way with certain thoughts, beliefs. We were told to take certain actions around money, with money, to save, to invest, to make sure you have 10% going to a charity or church or whatever, right? You have so many different beliefs that you grew up with. But the thing is that you are now an adult and you get to look at all of that and see what actually benefits you, to see what serves you, and to see if that is the way that you want to still think and act and show up and interact with money. So just like everything else, you get to choose. And this goes back to our principles in manifestation that whatever you choose to do, whatever you decide to do, whatever you believe, you will see outpictured in your world. So if you're having trouble receiving money, you get to see what it is that may be blocking you from receiving money. And you get to do this in every aspect that you receive money, that you spend money. You get to look at everything that you show up with money. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. And we're going to start from the very beginning. And maybe we'll even turn this into a little bit of a series. We'll probably do that. So since we've kind of talked about the intro of what money is and essentially the way that we utilize it now, and the fact that, like with many other things, the way that you interact with money and you think and you do and you are, how you show up, all is based on what you currently believed, what you're currently taught, your homework. And this is very valuable homework, no matter how often you've done this, because you always go back and you do this homework again and you're like, oh my gosh, wow. Or, oh, I can see this in a different way now showing up at this different level that I'm at or in this different issue that I'm having. Go back and think about and journal out or voice note out, what did I learn from the various people in my life when I was younger about money? So take your parents or whoever raised you. Take, if you were in some sort of church community, religious organization, spiritual community, what did they believe about money? And then what did you hear from your friends? What did you learn at school? Try to remember some of your earliest memories, what you learned about money, and then how you started to interact with money. So that's kind of a two-part thing, because you're not only writing out or voice noting out about what you learned, but then also a few first memories of how you started showing up with money. And next week, we'll dive a little bit further into all of this about what we can do to look at everything that you've written down and start to get curious and start to question it all. And I'll lead you through really choosing now intentionally that you're an adult. You can do that. You get to create a life you love. You get to manifest a life you love. You get to allow money to support you in manifesting a life you love. And of course, I'll also answer any questions that came up from this exercise or anything else you have. I will see you next week. Thank you for listening to this podcast episode and being part of this community. I want to hear from you. Email me at podcast@abundancewithathena.com or DM me on Instagram at abundancewithathena and share with me your stories. And until next time, keep awakening to the abundance that's always within you.